Hello! Hello, hello, hello. I've got a lot more background than usual because the blue screen thing is not working. So that's cool. Hi, and welcome to the Final Boss Fight Pub Quiz. Or Quiz Night. I don't know whether we should be rebranding it. We're not in a pub, but it is a quiz. It's definitely a quiz.
You should do your layout like a pub, and then it could be a pub quiz.
Some of us are drinking suspicious liquids from bottles. Does that count as pubbage?
Not really.
Oh, damn.
My name is John, and I am joined by Jeff.
I have a background. My thing is working fine.
Your friend is still questionable. I am joined by Rogue Trader.
Hello. I should get a green screen. I could have had like Cthulhu or like.
We already got
Actually,
one.
no. Let's go
Cthulhu.
King in yellow. I'd go King in yellow then. I look good in yellow.
And we are joined. We are joined by Sir Drupals.
And I have a blue screen, and it's just put me on a red background.
And
How
also an
bizarre.
animated filter.
No, it's just how I look.
I've not seen you in a while.
Yeah,
I decided to go animated.
Ah, fair.
So that's what happened at the shop.
Yes.
And we are here to do the pub quiz. Or the quiz. I'm going to do a quiz. I've written a quiz. There's a quiz. Is everybody clear on how much there is a quiz? Cool.
What are we here for again?
A quiz.
Pub.
Nobody said anything about a quiz.
I have four
yeah.
rounds of questions for you. This month I have a round on Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology. I have a general knowledge round. I have a D&D monsters round. And I have a round specifically on dragons. And so those are the things that you should hopefully know at least a little bit about. The idea of the quiz is to have a bit of fun, to know some answers, to find out the answers to the things you didn't know, and to learn a little bit. Before we begin and get any further, I need some quiz team names, because I've got some quizzes up there that aren't here, and some people here that aren't up there.
And some very old team names as well.
So Jeff.
Yes. What shall I be today? Snicket in the oh boy, Snicket on the sledge.
New campaign, who dis? Rogue. Are we just going to go with Rogue?
Now let's go with just a little quiz.
Just a little quiz. And Sir Drupals.
2 seconds. I'm googling a quiz name because you didn't tell me about this. I will go with the winning team. Thanks, Google. I'm so glad that I used it.
The winning team. Let's see if that matches up at the end of the night.
Oh.
So the way that this works is I have 4 rounds of 10 questions. Sometimes the questions are very question and answers. For some of them this time, I've got a bit of a description for you.
Ooh.
But for the most part, there are questions. I want you to write down your answers. At the end of each round, I will go back and we will score your answers. Please don't shout out answers before we get to the scoring round.
Spider-Man.
And then we'll add up the scores. We'll put the scores up at the top of the screen. Whoever has the lowest points at the end of the night gets to name a special quiz round for next time. And whoever wins gets bragging rights. Is everybody clear on how this works?
What does second place get?
They were also here. If you are in the chat, please feel free to take part. Please do not post answers into the chat until we are answering the questions. Please ignore Ben. That's just a normal statement, but he's not here this week, so not so much of a problem. Do not do that either. I can see the chat. Anyway, without further ado, let us begin round 1, which is on Norse mythology. Specifically, Norse mythology, the book by Neil Gaiman, where he rewrites Norse mythology. Or retranslates
Would it be cheating
it.
if I went and grabbed my book from the bookshelf?
Hopefully you've read it by this point.
I've read some of it.
I've read some of mine, and I'm really annoyed that I don't have it with me.
Question 1. Who is the keeper of the Apples of Immortality? Who is the keeper of the Apples of Immortality? Really feels like that should have like a reverb to it. The Apples of Immortality. T.
So, this is becoming a He-Man episode.
Yeah, that's what Norse mythology is, right? He-Man? Well, that's what He-Man is, Norse mythology.
I actually know someone who is an active practicing Estratu. I only realised that they were the other day.
Question 2. What is the name of Loki's daughter? What is the name of Loki's daughter? Question 3. What is the one plant to which Balder is vulnerable? Also, for all of you watching the stream, note that I have picked out the Viking Gods t-shirt to wear today that my parents brought back from Norway.
I've got an axe pen. You got a t-shirt.
I feel hard done by now.
In fact, actually, I should use my axe pen.
It's not Norse, but I do have an axe in here. Should I get that out?
Probably not. I don't know how that sits with terms of service.
It's only an ornamental axe.
Okay. That's probably better.
But, I mean, it got through Greek customs.
That's probably best
is very
not
weird,
to
'cause it's
ask
made of
about.
Yeah, I don't know how a bronze axe head got through the metal detector, but it did. So, you know, there's something to break your confidence.
Question 4. What is the name of the armband created by Brock and Eitri? What is the name of the armband created by Brock and Eitri?
Oh, I should have reread the book.
I should have read the book.
I couldn't find my copy of the book. It's in there somewhere. And by in here, I mean on the bookshelf somewhere. In the
Unintentionally, I think in our campaign, John, I'm actually unintentionally recreating that armband.
you do seem to be like trying to like make it a thing.
I will do.
Question 5. After Loki flees Asgard, he transforms into a blank in order to hide from the other Aesir. After Loki flees Asgard, he transforms into a blank in order to hide from the Aesir. I can see a look of heavy concentration on Rogue's face right now.
I don't remember the name of Loki's daughter.
Meanwhile, Drew is looking calm and animated.
The best thing about the animated face.
Is that animated, or did you just take a lot of Botox?
I'm not hearing an answer.
It's the Botox. It makes it hard to speak.
No.
Question 6. What body part does Odin sacrifice in order to gain great wisdom? What body part does Odin sacrifice in order to gain great wisdom?
How specific are we being here?
I was about to ask that, but I don't want to give anything away.
Narrow enough that we know what you're talking about.
Cool.
Question 7. Where is Utgard Loki's castle located? I'm not looking for a street address on that one.
129 Asgard Road. Sorry, what was the name of the castle?
Utgard Loki.
Utgard Loki.
Utgard Loki.
Single-handedly, one of the best stories in North myth. Legitimately
It's not-
great.
It's not like a secret base, is it? If he puts his name on it.
It's not that Loki. To be clear, it's a different Loki.
I had a guess answer, and then you go and say
Although,
no.
unhelpfully, Loki is also in that story.
He is. It's a little confusing. Well, it's not that confusing, because one of them's called Loki and one of them's called Utgard Loki. But still, they are different people.
God, imagine like doing it as a play though. You start seeing the script and it's just like Utgard Loki, Utgard Loki, talking to each other, just like, oof, you get confused.
It's the Mass Effect meme, isn't it? Rex, Shepard, Rex, Shepard.
Carefree.
Question 8. Cavasir is made of the blank of the Aesir and Vanir. Cavasir is made of the blank of the Aesir and Vanir.
Can you repeat the name?
Cavasir. Trying to just look now, is he on my t-shirt? No, he didn't. He didn't make the shirt cut. Unfortunately. Well, unless he's that very blurry one there. Oh no, that's Isla.
That's where it is. I remembered that name eventually. I really hope half of this is right, because far too much of this is not coming from... Wait, question 2?
Was that question 2 that you just got the answer to, or...?
No, question 7.
Okay. Okay, question 9. Apparently, this is kind of at this point I'm noticing I just did Loki's family tree, but what is the name of Loki's wife? And finally, for the round on Norse mythology, Fenrir is an enormous what?
Yay,
Oh.
what I know.
Fenrir is an enormous what? Spoilers, the answer is a type of animal, not a pain in the backside of the Aesir. R. Norton42 says, wow, I think I know that one.
I mean, if we're going to give clues like that, he did feature in a popular Marvel movie.
Oh, yes. Yes. Are we ready for some answers, or does anybody want some of the questions repeated, or just more time to think about their answers?
I mean, I only have 2 that I didn't write down answers for, and I don't think hearing the questions again are going to help.
Okay. So, going back to the answering times, Jeff, who is the keeper
Hello.
of the Apples of Immortality?
I don't know. I guessed Hera.
That would be... That's the wrong pantheon.
Rogue.
Moving?
Sir Dribbles.
I believe it's... I can't remember how to pronounce it. Is it... it's Idun.
Idun, yes.
Udin. Yeah. I was not quite sure how to pronounce it, but I knew how to spell it.
And she made the top row of the t-shirt. This is Idun. Goddess of eternal youth.
What I'm seeing is that John should have had his t-shirt on full display for this round.
That is why it's been subtly out of... I mean, also, just that's where it is in the shot anyway, but... Rogue, what is the name of Loki's daughter?
Sleipnir?
Sir Dribbles.
Hela.
Sleipnir is a child of Loki, but I believe Sleipnir is male?
I don't remember. Might be, because I think Sleipnir is the origin of Shadowfax.
I'm still waiting to hear if I've...
You are correct. Hela is the correct answer.
Just stop responding.
Sleipnir... Gender? He... Sleipnir is a male horse.
Dang.
And is grey, if anybody was interested in that. That is specifically mentioned in the Prose Edda. Yes, so Loki only had one daughter, Hela.
Oh, Hela was his daughter.
Yeah, because that was one of the things a lot of people had issue with Marvel Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Marvel Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok.
Drew, what is the one plant to which Balder is vulnerable?
Now, again, if I remember correctly, I do believe it was mistletoe.
You are correct.
Thank you.
His mum went to plead to everything to not harm him, and decided mistletoe wasn't that important.
Marvel did. Thor comic books did a wonderful rendition of that version of the story.
thought spoiler alert,
He's in my reasons.
spoiler alert, it was that important?
Yeah.
Because didn't Loki finds out, if I remember correctly.
Loki finds out and uses a twig of mistletoe as a dart that he gives to a blind god. Because
To cause Ragnarok.
the gods just have the fun game of let's throw our weaponry at the invincible dude. Because why wouldn't
Oh,
you?
why wouldn't you? Yeah.
Jeff.
The Ace here are weird.
Jeff,
Hello.
what is the name of the armband created by Brock and Eitri?
Oh boy, no, I didn't get this one.
Rogue.
I think it starts with an M, and it's the one that gives Thor the strength to lift the hammer.
Drew.
I don't have it, but I know Rogue's wrong because that's a belt. It's a belt of strength.
I was trying to fudge that one.
Wait, so Norse mythology is basically D&D, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's probably closer than you think.
Well, I mean, I think it's more D&D is Norse mythology. I think Norse mythology came before D&D.
I don't know. D&D's been around a long time.
The armband is called Draupnir, and Odin keeps it. And it has the ability to create duplicates of itself. So every 8 nights, it just sort of spews forth 8 more of itself that he can then give to other people.
Well, he's an armband.
No,
I've got an armband
Odin
that just
gives
makes
the
more armbands.
armbands to other people.
That's what I'm saying. He's got an armband that he just gives to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
Rogue. After Loki flees Asgard, he transforms into what to hide from the Aesir?
I think I'm going to get this wrong, but no, in fact, I think the answer I've got written down is wrong, but I'm going to go with a snake.
No.
It's not a 6-legged horse, is it?
It is not a 6-legged horse.
Oh, thank God, I was wrong either way.
Sir Drubals.
I mean, so I originally wrote horse, and then I think I remembered it and changed it. Is it salmon?
It is a salmon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
because he swims upstream and he leaves no trace of himself.
how hard, it's really hard to find salmon by tracking.
How much of this is from like knowledge of Norse mythology, and how much of this is coming from comic books, Drew?
Well, it's a bit of both.
No. How much is it the comic books though?
I mean, so the one and one. Oh, actually, to be fair, 1, 2, and 3. The first 3 that I got were from comic books. 5 was I remembered that he transformed at least into a horse and to a salmon, and I wrote horse, and then I was like, no, I think it's a salmon. So I remember correctly, it is that he does it specifically because it's really hard to trace a salmon. But also a lot of it, to be fair, is after reading comic books and going, how much of this is actually accurate to mythology?
Arnold 42, in case that didn't answer your question, 1, comic books, 2, a very good book by Neil Gaiman called Norse Mythology, where a lot of these questions can be found, as can their answers.
Because that's where you got them from.
That's where I did my researching. Drew, I think. Yes, Drew. What body part did Odin sacrifice in order to gain great wisdom?
He sacrificed his eye.
Correct.
This is both a comic book and a reading this book knowledge, because I think it's the first story in the book. If we're going to go more specific, if I remember correctly, I believe it's his left eye.
I wasn't going to go that specific, and I don't have it written down.
I'm annoyed because I have a cover down, like I have a comic book cover down here of the Thor comic book, which I think has Odin on it, which might have told me, and I specifically didn't look.
Jeff,
Hello.
where is Utgard Loki's castle located?
1 Withering Street, Jotunheim.
I mean, I will give you the point. It is Jotunheim.
Oh, yes.
Woo!
Is it at one Blithering Street?
I don't believe so. Rogue, Cavasia is made of what of the Aesir and Vanir?
The blood and spit.
If you'd said one of those fluids, you would be correct.
Oh, so I've got to choose one of those. Fine, I'll go with blood.
No. No, you guessed. I do believe that it's now me and Jeff, and if Jeff says one and I say the other, one of us will be.
Drew, which of those fluids do you wish to guess?
Right, just to be clear, I didn't write an answer for this one, so I'm going to go with blood.
Jeff?
I also said blood.
I am afraid to say that it is the saliva of the other gods that makes up Cavasia. He is the god of poetry.
What? Wait.
I'm taking half a point for that.
That was a journey. That was.
He is the god of poetry. He is made up of the saliva of the other gods, and then a group of giant stroke trolls murders him and turns his blood into mead that gives you great poetic skills.
Wow, that was a journey. That was. So we start from spit, go to poetry, then to mead.
Yeah.
Unironically, a big part of Norse culture was the rap battle.
Yes.
Like, I'm not even joking. They rap battled
that.
at each other. I love this.
They did that. And they put that. That's a big feature of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Drew, what is the name of Sir Loki's wife? Loki's wife. What is Loki's wife called?
Sigyn?
Correct. But, bonus point, did anybody tell me his other wife?
Hela? Not joking. No, I don't.
No, that would be
Probably
weird.
what?
That is his daughter.
I mean.
Oh no, the guy who has given birth to a wolf, a snake, and the goddess of death.
And a horse.
Oh,
So yeah,
no.
does he marry the mare that gave birth to that horse? I think he does.
He doesn't marry the horse, as far as I know.
It would be a very Loki thing to do.
Not, I want to get really picky about this, but technically we should say they.
And to be fair, actually, yes. He gave birth to the horse.
They gave birth to the horse.
They gave birth to the horse.
Thank you.
I think he goes by he, him pronouns.
Not around to ask, really, is he?
Not really.
They.
Yeah.
Shit.
I wouldn't want to get close enough to ask, to be fair.
And you know
He's
that
a chill
being,
dude.
being Loki, whichever answer you give, it's just going to be the opposite one anyway.
Yeah. His other wife is the Jotun Angraboda, who is the mother of Gormungandr, Fenrir, and Hel.
Speaking of Fenrir,
So the ancestor, so the cousin of your ancestor, Gotobeda.
And speaking of Fenrir, Jeff, Fenrir is an
Yes.
enormous what?
Wolf.
Correct. Wolf. So, Snicket on a sledge.
I got 3.
Ooh, just a little quiz.
4.5.
And the winning team.
8.
So, at the end of round 1, the winning team is winning.
Yeah.
Let's see if that will keep going as we enter round 2, which is general knowledge.
Oh, it's not looking good.
These are things that you may just know. May just know.
My general knowledge is.
I have a fan. Richard says, "Come on, Snicket." I mean, he's got to say that, otherwise I'm just going to drive him insane next time we play COC.
You mean you're not
Isn't
going to
that
do
what
that if
you do
you...
in COC?
You're not going to do that if he doesn't cheer you on.
That's true.
Okay, question 1 of round 2. Anyone Can Fall in Love is the title of the theme tune to which British soap?
British soap theme tunes have names.
Yes.
You mean the TV show is not like a brand of soap,
It
right?
is. It is not a brand of soap. Yes, I mean the TV show.
Mainly because I genuinely, for a second, then I was like, does Dove have a theme tune?
On the one hand, I would sing it, but that would give it away. And on the other hand, I would sing it and we'd get no viewership and just be cancelled and the microphone would break. So...
I mean, if the viewers jumped down to 0, that'd be impressive since I'm on the stream.
Question-
We just turn off the stream, Drew.
I probably would, to be fair.
Question 2. What is the first name of the father of English model and photographer Brooklyn Beckham?
Say that again, please.
What is the first name of the father of English model and photographer Brooklyn Beckham? Question 3. The Ballad of John and Yoko was the final UK #1 single for which band? I'm now just looking into the Comic-Con stroke wedding suit corner to see if I can see my fez. For reasons.
I won't lie. I'll be really annoyed if I've got my answer exactly wrong.
Yeah, I feel that's a QI question, and the obvious answer is the one I shouldn't write down.
Yeah.
I should really do a QI round of the obvious answer isn't the right answer.
I mean, you know how fun that has been when I've done it.
Please don't do that. Drew, like, the winning team would have a bit of an advantage considering how many times have you listened to the QI Elf podcast?
Well, I've listened to a good amount of the episodes. There's like 400 plus episodes. I've listened to them all.
Yeah, just like 394 of them.
I mean, I could go check my phone if you really want to know, but I did go through a massive period where I didn't listen. I do have a good majority of their books, though.
Let's
So
not
do
label
I.
this joke.
Question 4. Question 4. Question 4. There's my voice.
On
Four?
Sunday,
Not
Sunday,
five.
Sunday.
In which TV program did Gordon Kay play the character René Artois?
Who? And who?
In which TV program did Gordon Kay play the character René Artois? Hello, Ella! Welcome in. Pull up a seat. We're doing a quiz. Feel free to take part, but feel free to not shout out your answers until later. But do things like that really annoy the people that are playing that don't know the answer. How are you doing, Ella? What was that, Drew?
No, what's the question again?
In which TV program did Gordon Kay play the character René Artois? I also know the thing that will really annoy Drew is if I say, Drew, we used to watch this.
Yeah, I recognise the name, and I'm like,
I'm also loving Jeff is swapping headphones to be able to wear the fez.
that's dedication.
That is
Yep.
dedication.
Dedication that he can't hear.
Oh, well done. Interesting. Well done. Yeah, well done. We'll go with well done. Ella says, doing great, thanks. I was actually in a play of afore not mentioned show. Going pretty
It'd be
good,
very
thanks.
it'd be very bad if you'd been in a play of the not mentioned show and didn't get this answer.
R. Norton says, I've seen that play. Maybe not the same play, maybe the same play, who knows? Question 5. By area, which is the largest county in England? By area, which is the largest county in England?
Oh, I hope I've not got that one wrong. I'm actually a little like spiteful in my mouth now because I was thinking in my head, please give me some geography ones now. And now you're giving me that one, and it's like it's that little awkward area of geography where you're like,
And now you're like, don't give me that geography one.
ask me what the capital of the Timurid Empire was. I can tell you that one.
Well, that's not the question I've got written down.
I know. I want questions I like.
Question 6. Auricular muscles are found in which part of the human body? Richard says it's very easy to say I know them when I'm not being asked to announce the answers.
Sorry, question 6. What is it again?
Jeff, you might be saying things, but I can't hear you. Question 6. Auricular muscles are found in which part of the human body?
Can you spell auricular, please?
No. Auriculular.
And can you tell me what part of the body they're in, please?
No.
Shite.
Can you tell me what bones they're connected to?
No.
Can you just point?
Just in general, like they're over there. Can I use it in a sentence? Yes, the auricular muscles are found in the human body, but where?
How many muscles removed from the knee are they?
Some. I would be surprised if you didn't know this one, Ella.
Just liking, can you use it in a sentence?
I mean, I have been using it in a
I
sentence.
think auricular though, if it was. What if I
Wait, has Dreeble's got help?
No, Ree was curious at why I was pointing and stuff, and I was explaining.
Ella points out that she absolutely knows this one because she's a nurse. Nah.
It's cheating.
Didn't actually say the nah, that was added by me, but Question 7. Frank Skinner teamed up with which English comedian to write the lyrics to the song 3 Lions?
What the hell? Do you need a second name?
Ideally.
I won't lie. If Ella doesn't actually know these, they are a devious, evil creature, and I love them.
I'm just now trying to look up where the auricular muscles connect. If I can find out which bones they connect to. Just to see if that helps Rogue work out where they are.
How many bones are between this muscle and the knee? 704. Oh.
Ella is also voting that if Richard and Ella start a team from the chat, they call it Norfolk and Chance. Which I quite like as a team name. Question 8. The term GCHQ stands for what?
Oh, I should know this. I applied to work there.
And the game dude in your question.
The term GCHQ refers to what? Richard says he is opposed to puns on a moral level.
Wait, what are the moral grounds to objecting to a pun?
They've already suffered from punishment.
It is a little cruel and unusual, you're right. They're bad.
Question 9.
2 seconds.
Question 9.
I'm ready.
Which car maker produced the Focus, Mondeo, and Fiesta models? Which car maker? It's very difficult to read this without putting the car manufacturer in front of the first one. Which car maker produced the Focus, Mondeo, and Fiesta models?
Sorry, I thought with question 8 you were trying to trick me again, and then I realised that you weren't.
When was I trying to trick you previously?
Every question. Number 3.
I believe it was question 3 that we thought you were trying to trick us on.
Ah. Okay.
Number 10. Number 10.
Number 10.
Okay, question 10. Eric Theodore Cartman appears in which animated TV series?
If you need a bonus clue, me and John weren't allowed to watch this.
I don't know how much of a bonus.
To be honest.
I don't know how much of a bonus clue that is.
It's not, unless you're me or you.
Well, I know the answer.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's... Look, I know how I know it, because I betrayed that rule when I was old enough to. And it got good.
See, I just got bored of it very quickly.
And we can discuss this when we all know the answer.
Is everybody ready for some answers? Is everybody ready for some answers, and am I still here? Is anybody still here? Oh dear.
Yeah, I can't hear John.
Discord appears to be having some technical difficulties.
Oh! We can
there he
I
is.
can hear him again.
There he is.
Please bear with us while we receive some technical difficulties. I really need a technical difficulties badge. Hello? Hello? We'll be right back when Discord decides to play along.
I can't see you anymore.
Is he back? Is
Hello?
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 he back? Hello.
Discord is having some fun times tonight.
Oh no.
As it
But you can
does
hear us now.
frequently.
Drew,
We are back.
why are you hiding?
I'm not, I'm here. Oh, right, sorry, on the stream. I still think you're talking about Discord, so I've been looking there.
The Drew should be back on the stream soon.
Right.
It depends on when the Discord catches up with that.
Should we get going through some answers
But
then?
yes, Rogue. Anyone Can Fall in Love is the title of the theme tune of which British soap?
Coronation Street?
Dingram has just raided.
Hey, Dingram!
Dingram raided in. Welcome in, Dingram.
Did you get back into the game world, Dingram?
Hello!
How
I thought Digger was the answer then. From what you said.
Hello, Reebles. And hey, the Gurks. Dingram says hi.
Hey, Gurks!
Hey, Dingram. Chub raid.
Braid.
Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. Welcome to the Final Boss Fight pub quiz, where we do a quiz.
We're not in a pub.
We're not in a pub. I'm working on the branding. Might be a quiz night soon. Drew. Anyone Can Fall in Love is the title of the theme tune of which British soap?
So it's not Coronation Street.
It's not Coronation Street.
Cool. Hollyoaks.
Jeff.
I also said Hollyoaks.
I'm afraid to tell you that the answer is EastEnders.
No!
Oh, I get it now.
Ah!
I was going to write
Why would you
EastEnders,
said
and I was
that?
like, no, because that's
Yeah.
just... da-na-na-na-na.
Oh,
And now-
shit.
Yeah.
And now, do that, but with the words.
There are words?
Yeah, anyone can fall in love.
Anyone
I
can
thought-
fall in love. Do.
Yeah, I agree with Reed. Do.
Do.
Everyone is
Bill
going
Bailey.
to die.
Bill Bailey clearly
We're
sings
all
Everyone You
gonna
Know Is
die
Dead.
for a different way.
Oh,
I remember,
that's such a...
yeah. That's more accurate. EastEnders, I think, though.
Oh, can I be the first to answer question 4 and question 6, please?
I will try to remember that.
Cool.
Drew.
Yeah.
Drew.
It's a little weird.
Hi.
What is the first name of the father of English model and photographer Brooklyn Beckham?
David.
Correct.
Thank you.
Woo.
Jeff.
Yes.
The Ballad of John and Yoko was the final UK #1 single for which band?
I went for the obvious answer, the Beatles.
Correct.
Oh my god, it was the obvious answer.
Damn it! Oh.
I'll need to install the klaxon for next time.
This is one of the ones I requested.
Drew. In which TV program did Gordon Kay play the character René Artois?
So exactly as I've written, I put hello, question mark, the play scares me, what's this? This is a play.
What?
Yes.
They made hello into a play?
So is that actually the answer?
I mean, not the
It's a
whole
lower
thing.
low.
It's a low, yes.
Okay.
The bit I love is that when you did this question, Ella came into the chat, so you said, hello, Ella, and I thought, are you giving away the answer there?
Oh.
This play taught? I had no idea that they made hello into a play. The only reason I got it is because you told us that we watched it, John. That's the
I mean,
only
that's
reason we
fair.
got it.
We watched a
That's
lot
pretty
of things.
One of the best
We
movies.
watched a lot of bollocks. Yeah, you're right.
Good moaning. Rogue. By area, which is the largest county in England?
Yorkshire?
Correct.
Oh, thank
Hey.
God.
Oh.
Ella
Not
Ella
bad.
says they played Mimi for the record
Oh, nice.
and was disappointed they didn't let me play the policeman.
We're coming on to another one. This is another one I want to answer first.
Sir Drubbles. The
So during this one, this is the one where Ree was asking what I was doing because I was pointing and stuff. So Ree gave the answer mouth or ear. I specifically wrote down that I don't know.
Okay.
So is it mouth or ear?
I'll narrow it down that yes, it is one of those.
Right. So Ree gets half a point.
Ree is not on the board, but I'll put Ree on the board to have half a point.
That means we get to pick the quiz next time.
She might have got more points.
So Jeff,
Yes.
You can spell your. Thank you.
it's difficult
Not-
spelling live. Even 3 letters.
I mean, live
Your
is spelled
future.
L-I-V-E.
That's your future sister-in-law. Okay, learn to spell her name.
If we go longer than Ree, there's some difficulty in there. I'm not sure when to stop.
Ella has the right answer.
Ella does have the right answer, yes.
Yeah. Woo!
It is the ear. For anybody wondering, and I've looked this up now trying to find out what it connects to, the auricular muscles are largely vestigial muscles in the human and allow you to move your ears up and down.
That's why people can do that.
Yes.
I can't, for the record.
Jeff.
Yes.
Frank Skinner teamed up with which English comedian to write the lyrics to the song Three Lions?
David Baddiel.
Correct.
I'm kind of glad I was wrong on that one.
Well, I mean, annoyingly, I was right, but that's because it's who he does everything with.
I mean, yeah, he does a lot of stuff with him.
But at first, I could only think of the name David. Hence the, can I just write down one name?
Rogue. What does GCHQ stand for?
I'm going to be wrong with this, but I think it's General Communication Headquarters.
That is not the answer I have written down.
Dang.
Sir Drubbles.
So, I thought you were tricking me, and I thought this was going to be like Gotham City, and then I realised that like it would only be like PD and police department, which obviously it's not. But I did start writing it down, crossed it out, and then I wrote the actual answer, which is the Government Communication Headquarters,
Correct.
because they're sent the CAF as several letters and stuff.
Why?
Ghost Central Housing Quarters.
So what was the answer for that?
Government Communications Headquarters. GCHQ. Sir Drubbles.
Ford.
Correct.
Thank you.
Fun fact, I have actually driven all of the models you listed.
It took me every goddamn effort when you were reading that out to not shout Ford.
As I said, it was incredibly difficult to not say, which car maker produced the Ford Focus? Damn!
I mean, if you had done that, I think we would have all written joke answers for the fun of it.
It is. There are some times where it's hard not to read the answer as part of the question, and that was one of them.
Oh god, wait. I'm just trying to imagine if you'd done that with a Mazda 3. It's like, what car company made the 3 and the self-titled?
And finally, Sir Drubbles. Eric Theodore Cartman appeared in which animated TV series that we weren't allowed to watch?
South Park.
Yes.
I don't think anybody was allowed to watch that, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, a lot of kids in my school definitely were allowed to watch it.
Okay.
Got better, and then they got worse again. But we don't have to talk about it.
Okay, as my internet fluctuates wildly.
Oh, I need to sit back up. Everyone's getting a very strong view of my forehead.
Richard says, I didn't ask if I was allowed, I just did it.
I think you are not alone in that, Richard.
Snicket.
I don't remember asking. I just remember being banned from it.
How many did you score that round?
We got 8 on that round.
So that is 11. Who are just a little quiz?
5.
It's 9.5. And the winning team
Is 8 again? Yeah, 8.
So at the end of round 2, the winning team continues to be winning. We now have a round where I have taken the description of a number of standard D&D monsters from the monster manual. The description isn't, the monster is. I'm going to read you the description in the style of a dungeon master, and you are going to...
How many of us have the monster manual within easy reach?
Not the D&D monster manual.
And you are going to tell me what that monster is. Description the first. You and your party are freezing in the mountains and are attempting to find shelter in a nearby town. As you make your way there, you notice a creature with an elk's head eating the corpse of a villager. What is this nasty creature? Ella says they used to have a Kenny doll in the rear window of their car.
I believe this is the round where I might throw it, but I'll fight you back by writing all of these creatures up into.
I won't lie, I probably got this first one wrong, mainly because I cannot believe that D&D actually has this listed.
I think I like Ella's tactic, actually.
Ella's just writing mimic for all of them.
I mean...
Go.
I mean, you'd both be correct, and you'd definitely get one answer.
Description the second. While walking past a church, one of the stone statues perched on the rooftop swoops down and starts to attack you. What guardian are we thinking about? And Discord has gone away again. We are now waiting for the Discord to reconnect. I constantly miss Discord. It seems to be the most easy to disappear thing. The stream's hopefully still going, so you might still be hearing my voice. I didn't really need the Discord. They were just, like, they could be doing anything, really.
Yeah, we who knows what we could be up to.
Yeah, we were just plotting the takeover of the channel.
Oh, I've already done that.
Jeff already has streams on here.
I mean, I don't mind if the quiz ends now, because I'm winning.
Okay, did you all get description number 2?
Yes.
We did, yes.
Okay. Maybe it's a mimic, says Ella.
Everything's a mimic.
Possibly about Discord.
And I'm really, really trying not to just write down mimic for every answer, but you're making it more and more tempting every time you...
Well, you know what? You got 5 points to spare, Drew.
I'm already trying to spare it by, like, writing joking answers.
Yeah,
Question.
just put 5 answers down as mimic, and that's it.
Question 3. Oh, I'm going to wait for the Discord to come back again.
No, we still hear you. Oh,
Question 3. As you are getting ready to make camp, you and your party are greeted by a group of creatures with the head and torso of a human and the body of a horse. Who are you talking to?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
As you are getting ready to make camp, you and your party are greeted by a group of creatures with the head and torso of a human and the body of a horse. Who are you going to be talking to? I'm also wondering at this point, how many of these have I actually sent against parties in my D&D campaigns?
You've not sent any of these against me.
I know that some
give
of
him
these I've
ideas.
sent against others.
Like, you sent something very not number 2 at me, which hurt. And then were very merciful with forgetting what the resistances of that creature were.
Oh no, the best part is Rogue. I threw the same monster against him 5 days later.
Yeah.
It was one of,
I did not forget the resistances and things.
it was quite a fun moment of knowing what was about to happen, but RPing it anyway. Because I love my character in your campaign, John, but he's an idiot.
Yeah, he is. Question 4, or description 4. When you start approaching the fire giant's lair, you are greeted by a fire-breathing dog with bright red eyes. What type of pup is it?
Good boy.
Richard says, I realised the other day I only had one monster in my homebrew D&D campaign, which was a dragon.
I mean, not to go all, like, Polish on you, but the real monster are humans.
I actually read it sensible. I haven't got a joke answer for number 4, which is annoying.
Ella misses D&D.
Well, funny enough, we could fix that.
Yeah.
True.
Question.
I can't. I don't like D&D.
Question 5.
Well, that's your loss.
Question 5. You're getting ready to meet up with your next battle when you hear hooves behind you. As you turn round, you come eye to eye with a horse with a mane and tail made of fire. What kind of mount is it?
The mane and tail made of fire.
Yes.
I might have this wrong, but I kind of hope I don't. Because those are terrifying.
Richard said,
It's
I
what
have
I
a
think
lot
it
of
is.
villains and bad guys, but they're all just people.
Exactly. They're the best villains. Like, you don't need some terrifying force of supernatural power to be a bad guy. Like, it's why Kilgrave's great. Like, yeah, sure, Kilgrave has magic, has essentially mind control magic, but like, Kilgrave's terrifying because they're a person with that power. Not because, you know, they're made of gelatin.
You're just sick about the ooze, aren't you?
No, I'm actually thinking of Wooble.
Ah.
Which, if anyone's not familiar with Wooble, Wooble is an adorable gelatinous cube that has been drawn up by someone on Twitter. And I thoroughly recommend everyone and their dog and their cat and even their rats go and look it up because, oh my god, it is so cute.
It's very cute. And they've teamed up with another cute D&D creature thing. Oh, and the artist was able to pay their rent this month.
Yay!
Because
Yay!
Rent is good. To be paid, not just in general. If you have to pay it, it is good that you can pay. That is
I've got two. To make up for no joke answers for 4, I wrote 2 joke answers for 5.
Congratulations.
I hope neither of them are right.
Was one of them mimic?
No, I'm avoiding mimic. That's Ella's thing.
Question 6. Your party has just come across a treasure chest. As you get closer, you realise that it is surrounded by sticky slime. You can't move, and now the treasure chest has eyes and teeth. What is it?
It's a tough one.
Is that generally the question, or did you just like put that in?
Oh no, that is generally question 6. I knew it was going to come up though.
Oh, beautiful.
Go on, Andrew. Avoid that one.
No.
Oh, I love it. I
But
love
I'm
it.
sitting here and struggling, thinking what it could be.
Yeah, I mean, just oof. Oh no, Ella is panicking.
I mean,
It's okay.
I did say if Ella did this, they'd either get everything right or at least one right.
It is a Pokemon.
Exactly, it's a ditto.
Shit, not meant to scream answers out, Rogue.
Oh, nuts.
Question 7. You are arriving at a new town and need directions to a tavern. The only creature around is a humanoid who has the head and talons of a raven. What kind of creature is this?
I don't even have an answer for like a real proper answer, but I've got a joke answer. Sorry, head and
talons of a raven.
No, I haven't got a clue.
I hate this because this is also a playable race,
It is.
but I've never played them.
Oh, thanks, Rogue.
I'll take your point if you get it right.
That's fine, because I know what it is, but I can't think of the name. But it's not that bird one, because they do have wings. It's the other one. It has that annoying trait, if I remember correctly. And Obsolete Goat wanted to play as one.
I know what they're called in
annoying.
WoW.
Oh my god.
Can I get half a point if I put the World of Warcraft version in as the answer?
Head and talons of a raven, but human.
Are you ready for description 8?
Put us out of our misery.
Hooray!
Oh no! Wait,
Are
can you
there?
still hear us?
Description 8.
Oh, thank
Hooray!
goodness.
You've finally reached the vault with some sweet loot inside. Boo! There's a large cat with 6 limbs and 2 tentacles blocking your path. What creature is this?
It's a. Oh no! I know that I've got the second half of the name. I can't remember the first half.
Oh no, it's not. It's that one. Sorry, thanks, Rogue.
Can you stop getting points for me, please?
Well, I mean, this would be the first one.
I've guessed it, but I don't think it's right.
I really want to say the one from Captain Marvel, says Ella.
No, it's not. It's a mimic, Ella. Always a mimic.
All mimics.
I did enjoy the statue mimic that I sent against Vaesen and the violent destroyers from Trollskull. Who halfway through the fight stopped being able to mimic things and just started having weird patterns appear across his skin. Question.
Wait, what?
You didn't spot the mimic in Captain Marvel? Description 9. You find yourself in a cave filled with various trophies. A few minutes pass, and it is then that you realise that you're being watched by a creature with one massive eye, gaping maw, and eye stalks. What kind of creature is it?
No, I saw. I know what this is called, and I need to. I'm gonna have to wait till after we've got the answers for this to tell this story. Damn it!
Have the description one more time for me.
You find yourself in a cave filled with various trophies. A few minutes pass, and it is then that you realise that you're being watched by a creature with one massive eye, gaping maw, and eye stalks. What kind of creature is this?
See, I remember seeing some of the early D&D art for this, like from way back when, and it's very reminiscent of Annoying Orange.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
And finally, description 10. And finally, description 10. Just as you are about to go to bed for the night in a dark forest, you hear a deafening screech fill the night's air. As you screech.
Oh, sorry.
Fill the night sky. As you investigate, you see a creature with an owl's head and a bear's body eating dinner. What creature is this?
Definitely a mimic.
Yep, definitely a mimic.
So we've all written out a mimic 10 times, right?
Yes, 10 mimics.
Yep.
Mimics are all
Yep.
the way down. Is everybody ready for some answers?
Please.
Oh, I'm ready for some joke answers. I'm ready for some actual
Here we go.
answers.
Okay, so if anybody's written mimic for all 10, rocks fall and you die.
The quiz is over.
For you.
Because we all die.
Okay, so description 1. Drew. Sir Dribbles.
Is that the one of the few that I only wrote a joke answer for? Oh, it's a cannibal elk.
Jeff.
Is it a Wendigo?
It is a Wendigo.
Oh, fucking yes, of course it is. I should have got that one.
I won't lie, I genuinely am surprised that's still in D&D, considering some of the trouble they got in with that.
Yeah. I did throw it against the Storm King's Thunder crew in the start of Clash of the Cult.
There's actually, I'll need to find the title of it, but there's a fantastic story. Post Civil War USA, and it's horrifying because you've got like cannibal Confederate soldiers and all sorts of weird stuff going on with that story. It's great.
Hulk fights one.
When I
What, a cannibal Confederate soldier?
No, Wendigo.
when I had them fighting the Wendigo, I did have it start off with the when.
Oh yeah, because it's what Wendigo does in the comic books.
Yeah.
He's also appears in the Guardians of the Galaxy game. You fight some Wendigos as an alien species. That was a odd choice.
Yeah, sure.
When?
When you go to fight Fing Fing Foom on the ice planet.
Don't remember those being Wendigo.
Yeah, they specifically are like shouting Wendigo, and they are the Wendigo. Like they are Wendigos from the Marvel comic books.
Oh, okay.
Jeff.
Yes.
Question 2. What type of guardian are we thinking of?
This is a gargoyle.
It is a gargoyle. Drew, what
So
joke
you-
answer did you have?
So you said during this you asked specifically what type of guardian we are thinking about, and I said I was specifically thinking about Goliath from the show of the same name, Gargoyles. Which is a weird one because it's on Disney Plus, right? And season 1 is like 13 episodes, and season 2 is like 52 episodes.
They can
That's
count.
a lot of episodes.
Yeah, like it's a really weird. It's as well because it's one of those like old '90s shows where they do like do like 13 episodes. Oh, it's actually like kind of popular. Do like 50 more, and then they end up with like a season 3 that's like I think they got like 9 episodes to season 3 or something stupid like that. It's like a really ridiculous like thing where it's like small number, big number, small number, and then yeah. Anyway, sorry. I'll stop talking about
Rogue. Who are you going to be talking to?
We're going to be talking with Centaur.
Correct.
I've got a joke answer for this one.
Go ahead.
I would specifically be speaking to the wizard to cast Fireball.
Why? You might kill Charon.
But centaurs are not good in.
No, they can be good in D&D.
Well,
Yeah.
the wizard should still cast Fireball.
I mean, it is a valid answer to a lot of things.
I'm just going to assume that if I do write the actual answer as well as the joke answer, I get the point right.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. Right. I don't have a joke answer before, so we can.
Drew. What type of pup is
Hellhound.
this? Correct.
I couldn't think of anything funny for that one.
What was the answer?
Hellhound.
Hound.
I'm just having this image of just like a hellhound, and for the joke answer, it would have just been called Boris. But specifically with that pronunciation. Boris the Hound.
It's the PG-13 version. It's the Heck Pup.
Heckin' Papa.
Jeff, what kind of mount
Yeah.
are you eye to eye with?
I believe this is a nightmare.
This is indeed a nightmare.
I've got 2 joke answers to make up for no joke answer.
You did say that, yes.
So joke answer number 1: horse set on fire.
Yes, that came up in the
True.
chat.
Just went kind of literal on that one. The other one was Ponyta from Pokemon.
I believe that answer came up in the chat too. Yes.
One,
You're so original, Drew.
what I wrote in before chat did.
I
So
also think that's the first one that I haven't used but nearly used in a D&D game.
does anybody know? Does anybody remember from the lore how you make a nightmare? Because it is grim and metal in equal parts.
Go ahead.
So
Very briefly.
It's never going to be brief.
I'm trying to be brief. So nightmares all used to be unicorns, but they're unicorns that are taken to one of the layers of hell and tortured brutally to erase every speck of good in them and replace it with evil.
Drew, that's mean.
In fun fact, in Descent into Avernus, you do come across this. You come across a unicorn being tortured.
Hey, fun fact. Question 6, Rogue. What is it?
Oof. Ella, do you want to take this one for me?
I mean, I wrote it was Ella. That was my joke answer for this one.
Since Ella seems to be quite a way behind us, I'm going to go with Mimic.
It is indeed a mimic. This one took me so long to actually have a mimic show up in a D&D game. That is a mimic, John. Gold star for Ella.
Hey!
Right, put Ella up on the scoreboard. One
Yep.
gold star.
It took
Not a point, a gold star.
It took so long for me to have a mimic show up in one of my D&D games, and in the end, the first mimic that appeared was a bookcase.
You just so. I'm assuming are most people on this stream familiar with D&Dice?
Yep.
This is entirely a diversion, so I will stop if you want me to, John.
Go ahead.
D&Dice available from such places like Meeple Perk, Newcastle's Board Game Cafe.
Shameless plug.
Or in Jeff's hand.
Purchased by such people such as Jeff and Rogue.
Rogue.
So- The reason this comes to mind is I got an amazing one the other day called the Khazar Quester, which is basically, here is a potion for if you're an impatient wizard and you want to learn some magic spells. So here's a magic potion that if you lick knowledge, you will ingest it and learn it. So, you can just start licking the encyclopedia like mad. But you got to be thorough, otherwise you're going to get like half the sentences and that'll be really uncomfortable. Like, you start describing Ayers Rock, and you're just like, this is a giant sand. Aboriginals Just like suddenly you've just got jumps and gaps in your knowledge. But the reason it's funny and came to mind is that the wizard who created this potion, the first thing he did was lick a spell scroll laced with a powerful hallucinogenic drug, and spent the last 5 minutes of his life fighting what he thought was an animated bookshelf that promptly fell on him.
Drew.
Which I think is just so much better than fighting a mimic and dying.
Drew.
Hello.
What kind of creature is number 7?
So annoyingly, even with Rogue's wonderful help in pointing out that it is a Stark answer, I couldn't think of the name of it. So I've only got the joke answer. So joke answer time. It's a Stephen King themed stag party.
Jeff.
Kenku.
It is a
Come on, I didn't
Kenku.
even get one. Oh, for fuck's sake, of course it's a King Kenku.
Damn it.
I didn't even get one laugh for the Stephen King themed stag party. Oh, it was
No.
such a good answer.
No.
See, I went with Aarakocra in the end because that's the only version of this creature I could remember the
I
name
was
of.
wondering, but
Yeah.
Aragocras can fly, and this thing, he didn't say it had wings. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that's...
Well, there's two forms of Aarakocra.
I
So
even
in Warcraft, there are the ones that have not fallen, who have big old wings, and then there are the fallen ones who essentially don't have wings anymore because they got burnt off.
I even said it can't be that one because they don't have wings. I was thinking of Aarakocra at the time, but no, Kenku. Yeah, obviously Goat wanted to play as a Kenku in a campaign that I ran for them.
Jeff.
Anyway,
Jeff.
Hello.
What creature is number 8?
I guess this one. Is it a Kate Sith?
No. Rogue.
Oh, okay.
It is a Displacer Beast.
It is a Displacer Beast.
Okay.
yeah, I wrote Stalker Beast and then Rogue said that thing, and I was like, oh no, it's Displacer Beast. Joke answer: Hello Kitty.
Yes.
Oh come off, that gets a laugh, but blooming Stephen King stag party doesn't. Disappointing.
One-winged angel played a Kenku in one of Richard's games, and they were amazing.
I have finally clocked who that person is now.
What is the Kenku's annoying habit?
They have mimicry. They cannot speak. They are mute,
That's it.
but they
That's
can
it.
mimic perfectly anything they hear.
Anything they hear.
Didn't you have the character monster on, and you just like had this whole list of phrases that she could say? So,
Yes.
And you should like break them out at the most inopportune times.
Yeah. Maddie used to play a Kenku in one of my games, and she just had a list of everything that she thought might come up again that would be useful to learn.
And then one of the other characters just like took him aside and just like taught him all the swear words.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. I won't lie, I kind of would love to play one. I'm not sure it would survive a one-shot, though. Simply because I'd wind people up so much.
Rogue.
It's really weird. I've rolled this dice and a rock falls on your head and you died, Rogue. I have to roll a new character. Oh, and Kenku's have just been banned. What a weird.
Rogue, what is monster number 9?
Number 9, also known as the cousin of Annoying Orange, is the Beholder.
Indeed. Who showed up in my first one-shot at a Comic-Con.
Wait, what was the
Yeah, I
description
remember
again?
You
Big
find
eye.
yourself in a cave filled with various trophies. A few minutes pass. It is then that you realise that you're being watched by a creature with one massive
Jesus.
eye, gaping maw, and eye stalks.
Oh, I thought you said one eye stalk. Right, sorry, no, that's my fault.
And that showed up in my first Comic-Con related game, where
And I killed it.
where Jeff
I
killed
killed
it, and the entire thing was a bad pun on, well, a pun on beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
The beholder in question had a gem hidden in its eye, and the gem's name was Beauty.
I stupidly, I was going to write Beholder, but then I thought you said it was one big eye, so I wrote Spectre. Oh, Spectator, sorry, which is a different creature from D&D.
And finally, Drew, what is Monster 10?
Oh, sorry, my joke answer for that one was Eye-Boy from the X-Men, but...
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, number 10, joke answer first?
Sure, go ahead.
Will Wheaton.
Okay.
Why?
The real answer is Owlbear, obviously.
Correct. Why?
Because in tabletop, owlbears and referencing that.
Okay.
It's not really a lot of jokes you can do with owlbear, really.
It was yeah. Anyway,
I mean, I'd have thought like they'd be a complete hoot.
I can't write a complete hoot as the blooming answer.
Snicket, how did you do on D&D?
9. 9 on that one.
So that is a total of 20. Who are just a little quiz?
Another 9.
So you are at 18 and a half. The winning team. The winning team may need to repeat their answer when I get hearing.
7 still.
Okay, so that's 23.
It is 23.
And so going into the final round, the winning team still has a little bit of a lead, but it is a lot closer than it was.
It could be anyone's game.
It could
Except
be.
for probably Ree's. Because Ree has half a point.
Has half a point and isn't really taking part.
Brutal.
Well, I just answered one half of a question at one point as a joke.
We all know that the real winner here is Ella.
Okay, we go on to questions. The fourth round of this week's pub quiz, or this month's pub quiz, which is this time on dragons. Specifically dragons, rather than just all of the other monsters from D&D.
Wagons?
And question the first. In The Hobbit, where is Smaug the dragon's weak spot that is pierced by an arrow by Bard the bowman of Esgaroth? Rebel says, but I'm listening. And that's worth like 40 points.
Ow.
I'm not giving you 40 points just for listening.
That is a valid point, though. Like, if Smaug's booty is no weakness, then I'm very scared by dragon physiology. Also, my god, that mountain must have stunk afterwards.
We've all seen Benedict Cumberbatch's arse. We know it's good. It's his greatest strength. Let's move on.
Question 2. What is
Is it
known...
Arab?
What is known to be the most dangerous dragon in the Harry Potter wizarding world? And Ella says, isn't it his allergy to cats? Question 3.
Real answered my joke answer.
Question 3. Which of the following is not a title from the How to Train Your Dragon series?
Oh no.
How to Ride a Dragon's Storm. How to Cheat a Dragon's Curse. How to Seize a Dragon's Jewel. Or How to Claim a Dragon's Sword. So that again is, which of the following is not a title from the How to Train Your Dragon series? How to Ride a Dragon's Storm. How to Cheat a Dragon's Curse. How to Seize a Dragon's Jewel. Or How to Claim a Dragon's Sword.
The whisper of his choice assumed I may fate may be seen. Not with my reasons. I do. Why?
Sorry, can I have them one more time?
Which of the following is not a title from the How to Train Your Dragon series? How to Ride a Dragon's Storm, How to Cheat a Dragon's Curse, How to Seize a Dragon's Jewel, or How to Claim a Dragon's Sword. And yes, there are enough of you that if you all pick one each, you could still not get a point that round.
I don't know why Indiana Jones has gone in my head.
Indiana Jones, famously with dragons.
I would watch that movie.
I would
Like
watch
Harrison
that
Ford
movie.
riding a dragon? That sounds amazing.
Question 4. What colour is the egg that Saphira the dragon hatches from in Aragon?
It's been a long time since I read those books.
And what was the name? What was the colour of the egg that Saphira the dragon hatched from?
No idea, but I can tell you the thing that does stick with me from those books. Like their magic system, I did kind of like the whole like you have to like invest effort in it, and if you put too much effort into a spell, you'll knock yourself out. But it did mean that they like created this really cool thing where like mages started making loads of money from using magic to make lace, because it's really low effort in terms of like the physicality of it, but really slow to do by hand. So you've got like these wizards who are just enchanting knitting needles. They're just going like the blazes to create mountains of lace, and that's how they're funding themselves.
From the How to Train Your Dragon series, I don't know how to respond to that, really. From the How to Train Your Dragon series, what does Windwalker the dragon smell of? Question 4. From the How to Train Your Dragon series, what does
Sorry, I thought
Windwalker...
question 4 was what egg does Saphira hatch from?
Yeah, I was gonna say this has to be 5.
Yes, sorry, this is round 54. I'm reading the wrong number. Question 5. From the How to Train Your Dragon series, what does Windwalker the dragon smell of? Are we ready for question 6?
Yep, let's go for it.
In Firelight by Sophie Jordan, what rare dragon ability does Jacinda possess?
I've never even heard of this series, so I don't know.
Yeah, neither have I. I'm doing myself a disservice here.
If you like dragons, apparently I found some books that you need to read, because I also hadn't heard of it until I started putting this quiz together.
Dragons are good.
And I always am a fan of the magic system that Loki describes at the start of Agent Loki. Or Loki, Agent of Asgard. Which is that magic is just you telling a convincing story to the universe and it believing it.
Oh, I like that.
Is that not the series where he becomes he becomes the god of stories rather than the god of...
Yes.
Yeah. And then Marvel bloody ditched that.
And then Marvel forgot that completely and turned him back into an evil god of lies.
Oh no, because they never quite turned him back fully evil.
Yeah.
It's all on the like, isn't he evil? He's sometimes good, he's sometimes just doing his own thing.
In Seraphina by Rachel Hartman, what is the occupation of the main character?
I'm gonna take a guess at that one.
Yeah, same.
By virtue of that didn't mention dragons.
What's the just say it again.
In Seraphina by Rachel Hartman, what is the occupation of the main character?
I know I'm hearing it back on the stream as well, and it's still not helping.
What was their job like?
I don't know what I get the question. I don't know what the character. I've never heard the series of the character.
Oh, thanks, Rogue, for making us all think that's what he was having a problem with.
I'll cross it out and rewrite my bloody answer now. Yeah, stop doing it.
Question 8. True or false? In the 1977 Disney film Pete's Dragon, the dragon's name was Edward. You got a 50-50 shot with this one, so true or false? In the 1977 Disney film Pete's Dragon, the dragon was named Edward.
If we all manage to get
Sorry.
this wrong, I'm going to be very happy.
I'm just going to quickly ask one more time because I believe you've cut out at either the beginning or the end of the question for me. Because at the moment you've just told me the name of a dragon.
True or false?
There we go. Right, thank you.
In the 1977 Disney film Pete's Dragon, the dragon's name is Edward, or was Edward. Question 9. What is the name of the luck dragon that befriends Atreyu in the 1984 film The Never-Ending Story?
Oh
I
no!
never watched that.
I can see the face.
Sorry, say it again.
Oh.
What is the name of the luck dragon that befriends Atreyu in the 1984 film The Never-Ending Story?
Know this.
Oh, well, yeah. Duh. I'm gonna tell a real fun story when we get around to answering that one.
Ree yells, Artax! Sad face.
That's actually the answer.
I'm going to take it because it's better than the one I've got. My answer was quite literally dragon.
And finally, question 10. According to J.R.R. Tolkien, in his book The Hobbit, a shock from the tail of the dragon Smaug was similar to a blank.
Can we be real for a second? Are we any of us going to pretend that if we didn't have our own dragons, we wouldn't be tempted just to call them Longboy?
I mean, it depends on what type of a dragon it is. If it's a dragon that's sentient and has its own name and is also giant and can crush me, I'll call it whatever it tells me its name is.
Smaug, I'm telling you, you're my pet now, and I'm calling you Longboy.
Oh look, you don't do that. Like obviously, it's one that you either like adopt as a hatchling or raise from an egg, because you don't have naming rights on other dragons. And dragons being sentient beings can't just sort of be owned. They are a higher life form than a cow. I will say this now.
Is that the level of sentience we aim for? Cow and below pet, above cow not pet.
Generally, anything that can burn me alive, I will concede is a higher level being.
I mean, that is a fair assessment.
Yeah. The cows. Wait, there are dragons in the Napoleonic Wars in a book? This sounds amazing. Temeraire?
I like what Alice just said there.
Yeah, it is.
That's amazing.
It really, like, it set it up as being a far worse threat than it ever has been.
Well, at least it's a threat we're all prepared for.
But are we? What do you do if you get caught in quicksand?
Hope someone comes nearby, or you have a rope, or
Move slowly, because it's the fact that you struggle and move aggressively that makes it.
or a
react
vine.
the way it does.
Yeah, like Reece says, or have a vine nearby.
Anyway, are we all ready for some answers?
Yeah.
I already have 10.
Are you
Not
ready to
good ones,
find out if
but-
they're the correct ones?
I mean, I know I've got number 2 wrong.
Oh, I know I've got 2 wrong as well.
Jeff,
I've got 2 wrong for the same reason.
Yeah.
Jeff, in The Hobbit,
Yeah.
where is the dragon Smaug's weak spot that is pierced by an arrow?
It's in his underbelly where his armor doesn't cover it.
I will give you a point for that, but can anyone be more specific?
Well, it is the underbelly, but it's the particular scale that's been knocked off of him.
Rogue?
I mean, my answer was the one that I was going with Drew, is that once the gems and all that are shaken from his chest, it's actually, I think, just on the left-hand side of his chest, where he got previously injured during the invasion.
Correct. It is a small bare patch on his left breast.
Yeah, so he's on.
Yes.
No.
You will get point.
Oh yeah, we are successfully nerd.
Right, Rob. For number 2, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and we'll say our answers. Because I feel like we've written the same answer. John, what was the question?
What is the name of the most dangerous dragon in the Harry Potter wizarding world?
1, 2, 3. J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
Jeff,
Hungarian horntail.
correct answer.
I'm happy to take the loss on that one.
Can we
Because I
Rob
couldn't
have
remember-
half a point for the joke?
No.
I legitimately couldn't remember any of the dragons from the Harry Potter series.
No, I couldn't either, but, I'm so glad that me and you wrote the same answer. And I'm really hoping that I didn't pick up what Reece said, so... Oh, that's fine. You said the right
wait.
thing.
What on earth is Ree going on about? It's fine, just carry a balloon full of helium, a rock, a reed, and a thorn.
That's how you survive
yeah,
quicksand.
Yeah.
Drew, which of the following is not a title from the How to Train Your Dragon series?
I believe it's the How to Cheat Your Dragon's Curse.
Jeff,
I put how to seize a dragon's jewel.
Rogue,
How to claim a dragon sword?
you are correct.
Yeah. I watched far too much of that at one point during lockdown. And I don't remember doing anything about a sword.
Jeff, what is the colour of
Hello.
the egg that Saphira the dragon hatches from in Aragon?
Going from the name, I said it's green.
Rogue,
Blue?
it is blue.
I put Sapphire Blue. That
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Sapphire's blue, not green. Okay.
That would be Emeralda.
Yeah.
Richard says, of course it's a sword. How can a dragon hold a sword?
This is true. Smaug's claws are spears, not swords.
Um,
And Smaug obviously being the quintessential dragon.
Rogue,
Apparently.
from the How to Train Your Dragon series, what does Windwalker the dragon smell of?
Rain?
Drew,
hot chocolate.
correct.
So
What?
It's the double-headed yellow dragon, right?
Yeah, but how does a dragon smell of hot chocolate?
It's the what's the name of the dragon again? Wildfire, isn't it?
Windwalker.
Windwalker. Sorry, Windwalker. The double-headed yellow one.
That's Belch and
Whatever. It doesn't matter. I got the answer. It was hot chocolate.
No, but how?
I don't know. I just remember that. So the only thing I remember from the movies of them ever saying like something smells like something.
Also, Jeff, you were going to say
Hello.
something.
Yeah, I said he smells of lemons just for the D&D joke.
Also, Jeff,
Hello.
in Firelight by Sophie Jordan, what rare dragon ability does Jacinda possess?
The ability to breathe fire?
Correct.
Oh my god.
I guess.
That is exactly how it's written here as well. The ability to breathe fire.
It seems like a fairly standard dragon fire question. Also, I'd like to lodge a complaint with the Quizmaster that we had no questions from the best dragon movie of all time.
Okay.
Dragonheart?
Reign of Fire.
Rain of Fire.
Yeah.
Rogue. In Seraphina by Rachel Hartman, what is the occupation of the main character?
Oh, sorry, I have a joke question I'd like to answer that I'd like to just get in before Rogue probably says a joke one.
Okay, so Droobles, that thing I just said.
It's punching Rogue when I pay her enough.
Rogue looks upset by this.
What did I do?
I can't remember, you said something at the time, but I changed my thing from Dragon Trainer to punching.
I'm going with Dragon Hunter.
Jeff.
Farmer.
Musician is the correct answer.
I'm confused. How does that involve a dragon?
I don't know. I assume the book involves a dragon in some way.
So you don't even know this book series?
You think I read every book series I ask you questions on?
Yes.
Oh, I would assume so, since you're not asking us Rain of Fire questions.
I watched that film.
Yeah, you did. And you didn't read this book, but we had to ask a question about it. Anyway, move on.
Drew.
False.
Correct.
Hey.
I believe he was called Elliot, if I remember correctly.
You are also correct.
Did I get another point for that?
I'll give you half a point for that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need any more points.
Well, that's a fair point. I won't give you half a point for that.
You rogue. If I lose now by half a point, I'll be so annoyed at you.
I will be very happy with that.
Okay, Jeff.
Hello.
What is the name of the luck dragon, Jeff?
I couldn't think of it.
Rogue.
I couldn't think of his name.
I mean, I've put Artax down, and I know that's wrong.
Oh my god, it's Falcor.
Oh.
It is
That's the
Falcor.
person who didn't get Wendigo earlier on.
Which was the stupid thing, which I sat there going like, the only dragon I can think of the name of is Falcor, and I don't know if it's the Luck Dragon. But how many dragons are there in that bloody goddamn movie that I've not seen?
Loads of them. It never ends.
Oh yeah, it's the never-ending movie. That's why I never watched it. So I could say the joke like I never watched it. It never ends. But yeah, I was like, oh, well, there's Falcor, and that's the only dragon I can think of the name of. But it can't be Falcor because it's the Luck Dragon. And I was just like, well, there's no other dragon in it, so it must be Falcor.
And finally, Rogue. In The Hobbit, a shot from the tail of the dragon Smaug is compared to a...
Thunderbolt?
Correct.
Yeah.
I put lightning strike. I was close, but yeah.
So, snick it on the sledge.
4 on that one.
Who are just a little quiz?
5.
The winning team.
7.
So, very, very close.
It's as you say this, I noticed that you haven't updated. Like, I'm sat here on the stream and you hadn't updated my numbers at that point. I was like, no, update my number first before you read out.
Patience. God.
Patience for stream delay.
It's just because he's a bad winner.
So, Ooh Ah Just a Little Quiz gets 23.5. Snick It on the Sledge has 24. And the winning team is the winning team.
Hey! Oh, you said I was bad with it, so I thought I'd just go into it.
So, who are just a little quiz? Rogue, what is our specialist subject for next month?
I hate to point it out, but he does have half a point.
I mean, this is true. Ree and Rogue, name me a round each.
Well,
Just because I can see her stream's buffering a bit, you get to name a round in next week's quiz. Just
Next
tell
month.
John what it is. Oh, the next quiz. So I have bragging rights.
You get bragging rights, and Jeff was also here.
Suck it. I've come to do this quiz one time. I won it one time. I'm now going to leave 100% success rate. Bragging.
Rats.
Dear.
I'm assuming that is your topic, not just that you need to name a thing. Cool.
Let's go with dinosaurs. We've had dragons. Let's get their forebear.
I'm now going to separate those two onto different lines, otherwise you're going to get a whole quiz on rat dinosaurs.
I mean, you could. I kind of wish I could sacrifice some more points so I could be like dragons from Reign of Fire.
I just sort of like the idea of Squeakosaurus Rex.
Oh.
Oh, I've thought of the one question we need to ask everyone as we sign out, John.
What's that?
Everyone needs to name what they would call their pet dragon.
Okay. Let me do this wrap up. Thank you guys for watching.
One more quick point. I won the quiz, bragging rights. Woo. I'm done.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys in the quiz for joining, for getting bragging rights, for naming rounds, and for just being here in general. If you haven't done so already in the chat, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way that you can support us on the channel. It's completely free, and you get some emotes that you can use in the chat for doing it, which is cool, I think. Don't unfollow then follow. That's mean.
Create a new account and follow on that instead.
Create 10 new accounts and follow on all of them.
I was when you said that, I was hovering over the unfollow button to do this. But then you said it, and I'm like, no, now it feels me.
We have a Discord channel that if I type this, the bot will tell you about. Join up to that and tell us in there what you would name your dragon if you had one. Minty is a good name for a dragon. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you about the streams that we've got coming up for the next week. Because here are the streams that we've got coming up for the next week. Tomorrow night, we've got the Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage. The group are continuing to look for their missing goblinoid friends and the girlfriend of this new mysterious tabaxi that is showing up. On Monday night, we will be continuing Minecraft Mondays, as we have now sort of got halfway through Chapter 2 and now just need to put the automation in place. But now that automation is possible because of the stuff that we've got from finishing sort of Chapter 2, and we now have a roof with a factory around our stuff rather than it just being outside in the rain, which is also cool. On Tuesday, I will be back with some more Satisfactory, where we are going to be looking at steel and doing useful things with the steel. We're already processing it into one set of things, and we now need to take those processed things and process them a step further. Not on Wednesday, we don't have the golden tooth. I need to work out what we do have. Unfortunately, by Wednesday, Malzere will be in Texas, which makes it difficult to stream. But on Thursday, hopefully, Ainge will be feeling better and will play some more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And on Friday, Jeff, you're in the DM's chair.
Yep, on Friday, the Princes of the Apocalypse team return to Summit Hall to plan the final push on against the Elemental Cults in the Storm Rises.
So tune in for all of that good stuff. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Actually, not so long, because we're going to do a raid. We're going to do a raid, he said. Hold the channel while we do a raid. I need to work out who is live. We are going to do a raid at Ginger, who is doing Golf Gang. So go give Ginger 24/7 some love. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, bye.
I remember I won the quiz.
Bye.
Bye.